Live. Okay, let me go ahead and take a look at the multi-stream over here, since that's going to be the I want to say the method of being able to take a look at both YouTube and Twitch comments. Jesus Christ, the plosives on this microphone are pretty insane. Let me see if I can do anything about that. Whether it's adding some, I don't know, some kind of compression or something, but let me see. This is just a bit much when it comes to the plosives. It's just so strong. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nope, the plosives are just as bad with increased. Oh boy. E. Oh, hello. How's it going? Unstoppable Trimax, thank you for stopping by. Man, I really might have to speak into this from a distance. Mic sounds weird. I know, right? It does. It does. This microphone, I'm doing a live review with it, but dude, honestly, I don't really see myself recommending this microphone. This microphone does not sound good. Jem Allen says, first on Twitch. Well, there you go. Welcome in, Jem Allen. And same to you, Unstoppable Trimax, if I didn't say anything. So, if I bring this closer to my mouth, if I say anything that could imply the letter P or B, well, not so much B, but P, you see, like, it's just a lot of plosives. I'm actually tempted to bring over like a pop filter, just keeping it right here. But the issue with that, oh man, Koi PKSAO, bro, isn't this my car? Yeah, I kind of am. I really wanted to like this microphone. I really did. AVerMedia should stick to non-audio equipment. I mean, I disagree. I want them to continue to keep trying. But this, I mean, like, this is a poor attempt. Man, sorry for the plosives again. I'm gonna try to avoid those as much as possible. But this is just insane. Hey, the real undisputed just subscribed over on YouTube. So thank you so much for that YouTube subscription. I do very much appreciate it. And I hope that you're enjoying this live stream so far if you are watching. What is the best $100 XLR mic? Man, I feel like it depends, but I would probably give that honor to the Blue Ember, maybe, because I really like the sound of the Blue Ember. I think it's a great microphone for $100. There are sober men aplenty, drunken barley 20, men over 90, who have never kissed a girl. But me, dear rabbling rover. Can you put a windscreen for it? I can try doing this, but then, like, it drastically changes the sound of the microphone by me having a pop filter on it. Trust me, like, and if I keep this at somewhat of a distance, like, it really messes with the sound. What about the Rode Pod mic? I really like the Rode Pod mic personally too, but the Rode Pod mic I think is just better suited for like a podcasting scenario when something like the Blue Ember is more flexible, in part because it is a condenser microphone. From Barkley down to Rover, we'll roam the country over, and together we'll face the world. Ultra Prank says, Blue Ember looks whack. How dare you say that? I mean, in terms of its looks, I think that it looks pretty classy in its own way. Like, it does have that blue aesthetic to it. Some people, you know, It looks like a pickle, admittedly. Oh, and by the way, I should actually go ahead and post these messages up, both on YouTube and on Twitch. I think it's kind of important to have those up. How about the best dynamic XLR microphone? Okay, when it comes to the best dynamic XLR microphone, mm, I would have to give it to the Blue Ember. No, sorry, I'm an idiot. Sorry, I like zoned out for a moment. It would be the Rode Pod mic, I think, when it comes to XLR dynamic microphones. Oh, he says hi. Hello to you. Unstoppable Trimax, bruh. How, bruh? Again, my apologies. I meant to say the Rode Pod mic for dynamic microphone. I like zoned out for a moment there. My apologies. It's been a long day. Is the Samsung Q2U good for podcasts? Yes, it is. The Samsung Q2U is great for a lot of different purposes, I would say, in general. Podcasting is definitely one of them. I really love the Samsung Q2U, to be completely honest, so I guess that I am pretty biased. What mic are you using? The name of the mic is in the title, but this is the AVerMedia Live Streamer Mic 330. And I have to have this pop filter up on it the entire time, or otherwise you're going to hear a lot of plosives. Unless I like keep a bit of distance from it. I mean, I'm still hearing plosives this way though. Jesus, the plosives are so aggressive on this microphone, dude. Oh my goodness. Just spent around 1.3k dollars for gaming laptop, Acer Predator Helios 300 i5 10th gen RTX 3060. Worth it or not? How many gigs of RAM? And how much storage as well? Also, what's the resolution of the screen? Do you have a video for best USB mics? I do actually. I did the best USB mic video. I think it was in December of 2020, so that was the last time I updated that video. So yes, I do indeed have a video on there on it. But I do plan on updating it again, probably, I don't know, maybe in August or September. We will have to see. Because I'm supposed to be leaving the country at some point in July, which means that I won't be able to, like, I'm going to have some catching up to do by the time I leave and come back, and it might take a while. Pod mic with Go XLR Mini versus G-Track Pro. Oh, pod mic with Go XLR Mini, definitely, definitely, definitely. Yeah, I mean, like, you've got an EQ there already, so I would definitely do that. Like you, like it'll let you make the most out of a Rode Pod mic, no doubt. The Samsung G Track Pro is a great microphone, but it's a great USB microphone. So when it comes to uh, pairing the Go XLR Mini with EQs, compressions, and things like that, being able to pair that up with a Rode Pod mic, like you can get more out of the Rode Pod mic. Ultra pranks, AVerMedia webcams versus Logitech, which are better? For cheaper price tags, I would say that AVerMedia is actually better on the webcam department versus Logitech. I still haven't been able to check their high-end 4K webcam. I will soon though, since I am planning on buying it. But it's so expensive, dude. The webcam is so stupid expensive. Um, but yeah, like when it comes to the high end, Logitech does have their stream cam, which is actually pretty nice for a webcam, but it is expensive for a webcam. I never, I never leave your stream. I waited you all this day for the stream. Oh, well, thank you, bud. I appreciate it. I do. Gem Allen, 8 GB of RAM, one additional slot, 144 hertz, and 225 gigs SSD. That's such an odd number. 1 terabyte hard drive. Okay. Seems pretty good to me. Though I would expect a machine like that to at least have 16 gigs of RAM, but like upgrading it should be very cheap. Like just adding one more stick of 8 gigs should be super easy. And then once you do, like it'll be great. I'm sure. I mean, already I would say that this, like it's a pretty decent value. So good, good stuff. I can't wait to get the Recon 500. Oh, so did you order the Recon 500? Would you rather have an RTX 3080 Ti or 6900 XT? I'd rather have an RTX 3080 Ti personally. That's probably a basic answer, but yeah. I I found the same Pavilion 15 laptop on HP's website, but it's Ryzen 5 4600 milliamp. Oh no, wait, no. Like that's the model. Okay, 4600. Man, it's funny how 4000 series Ryzen CPUs are only on laptops, which is more 2 core, 4 threads, and then the i5, which is 6 cores and 12 threads and more. Speed, which is 3 gigahertz, and RAM dual channel. Oh, I would definitely go with the i5 one, if if that's the case. That sounds pretty awful. 2 cores and 4 threads. That sounds so 2016. You know. I don't recommend the Ryzen 5 model then, if that's the case. I also get a free gaming chair and a bag for it. Lol, worth it. Ah, well there you go. That's actually pretty sick. L 3200 megahertz and cheaper with $200. I will get it from HP website. Okay, sure thing. The CPU is more future proof. Fair enough. Fair enough. The i5 will last you longer considering that it's 6 cores and 12 threads. Why no Ryzen 5 4600H? Because you said that the Ryzen 5 4600H only has 2 cores and 4 threads. And the i5, you said it has 6 cores and 12 threads. So it seems like based off of that, unless I misunderstood you, but based off of that, it seems like the i5 is just more powerful. I plan on to, but right now they are out of stock and are getting it back on stock in like 2 weeks. Aw, man, you have to wait 2 weeks for that? That's unfortunate. Hmm. 3080 Ti or an AMD Threadripper 3990. Give me that 3990 right now, sir. Give me that 3990. I will take it in a heartbeat. But then that means I would have to upgrade my motherboard too, and it would be an expensive upgrade. But still, yeah, 3990. Reason why? Because I already have a 3080. No, sorry, I already have a 3090 GPU, RTX 3090. So I can give up the RTX 3080 Ti pretty easily. X. No, I said Ryzen 5 is 6 cores, 12 threads, and i5 is 4 cores, 8 threads, and oh, no, that is not what you said in your last message whatsoever. But thank you for correcting that either way. So like in that case, yeah, like the Ryzen 5 does seem considerably better, more future proofing. If you are getting 6 cores and 12 threads. Yeah. Yeah, the Ryzen 5 makes more sense in my opinion if that's the case. But earlier it just sounded like you were saying that it was 2 cores, 4 threads. Is it practical to upgrade from i5 to i7 in general? No. I would say no. There should be a good reason why you would want to upgrade from an i5 to an i7. You know, like maybe you do need the extra cores. Maybe Maybe you need, yeah, like something that's more multi-threaded heavy. So maybe you're doing some kind of artistic work that could benefit from more cores or more threads, and then maybe that's when you would want to upgrade to an i7. But usually, an i5 is totally fine. But what if you did not have a PC? Uh, I think I would still take the Threadripper and just maybe get myself into extreme debt. Uh, Probably still for like a 3090. Because the graphics card needs to be able to keep up with the CPU and vice versa. So yeah. I'm tired of holding this up. Sorry, guys. Also, Ryzen 5 has more, 400 megahertz higher in terms of its clock speed. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a better deal then, oh, in almost every way. I can't wait to get them. I've never had a pair of headphones with 60 millimeter drivers. I'm sure that it'll be a grand adventure because 60 millimeters, I mean, that's rather large. I also plan on just using it for its sound quality and not its mic. Okay, okay, good, good, yes. No headset mic is good. That Ryzen 5 is like an i7 10750H, but cheaper with with a lot more. Oh, like in terms of clock speed. Okay. AMD Threadripper or an Intel Extreme Threadripper? I would go with Threadripper personally. I've already made the switch over to AMD, so yeah, Threadripper it is. Is that a good deal for $700? Yeah, yeah, for sure. I would say so. Corsair ones are good. Are they really though? I don't know. I don't know. It is still a headset microphone, and they end up not sounding very good. Actually, uh, pretty similarly to this microphone right here. So this right here is actually the AVerMedia live streamer mic 330, and this microphone sucks ass in terms of its performance. I mean, there's like no protect no no protection against plosives whatsoever on this thing. Like, you need a pop filter, but if you get a pop filter, it will affect the sound quality. Like, I can hear it very differently when I use this pop filter, which just isn't very practical. In a microphone like this, it would also be a little bit tough to like attach one of those other like chainy ones, I guess, that you would like bend and then like bring right in front of it. It would get in the way very easily. This microphone also has an on and off switch, so you can mute it and then mute it whenever you want, which is, I mean, a plus. And it sucks because I really like the design of this microphone. I think it looks beautiful. I think that this is a beautifully machined microphone. And I would even argue that like the shock mount itself, the mounting mechanism, it's pretty good. The hardware is so good on this, but the sound on it is just not good. You just get like this like weird tinny sound from it, and I don't know what they were thinking with this. And plus, this has I do see like a windscreen inside, but still, how thin is it that it can't handle plosives? Jesus, I have to like speak into it from a distance. Ah, I plan on building the PC from that article, not the $5,000 one, but the $2,000 one instead after the shortage is over. Okay, I think that's a pretty good idea. Uber, sure thing, sure thing. Would you rather have the best pre-built for a medium PC, but you built it yourself? Oh, oh. Okay, hang on, hang on. I'm going to reread your question. I messed up. Would you rather have the best pre-built or a medium PC but you built it yourself? I'd rather have the best pre-built because ultimately performance is what matters most. You can find that laptop now on HP's website. Just search for HP gaming laptop and scroll down. You will find it. Let's see. It's been a while since I've been to HP's website. Hewlett Packard. Let me go ahead and take a look. Yeah, so what do you guys think about this microphone so far, eh? But by all means, let me know what you think. Even when saying like the TH, it's still plosives. It just this microphone really can't handle anything. But still, I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions, ignoring what I just said, if you can. So you said it was the Pavilion for $700. It's got a Ryzen 5, a GTX 1650, 4 gigs, 8 gigs of memory, 256 gig SSD. Seems pretty good to me. I would add more storage though. That's probably what I would do here when it comes to this laptop. I'm seeing that. Uh, hmm. Where, where are the storage options? Also, you can get a 144 hertz display for an extra $20 here, actually. So I definitely recommend that you do that as well because that higher refresh rate is going to be great. It's an IPS screen too, which is nice. So when it comes to storage, I would probably pay the extra 90 to upgrade it to 1 terabyte. Give it a 1 terabyte SSD, and that way it'll be $800, but it'll be so worth it, in my opinion, at least. Did my message not come in? I don't think so. Let me know. 256 gig M.2, no HDD. No, yeah, I gotcha. But from what I'm seeing here, and my recommendation as well, um, if you can afford it, I think that the best sweet spot is going to be on the 1 terabyte option. Uh, for actually just an extra $50, and you get a 1 terabyte SSD instead of 256 gigs. And you should upgrade the screen as well. Um, to a 144 hertz screen for an extra $20. You know. Look at the Fantex Enthuse 719. That model number. High performance, full tower case, tempered glass, aluminum panels, dual system slash PSU support, massive storage, fan hub, digital RGB lighting, anthracite gray, and try to hide out what is cool about it. Huh. Verizon charged me early this month. Don't know why. But anyway, I was taking a look over here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at that machine that you pointed out there. Let's see, so that's a computer case, from what I understand. I think I found the right one. I'm taking a look now to see what's up. To see what up, dog. Okay, so I can see. Ooh, wow. Wow, that is a beautiful tower. Well, like uh from the side with the tempered glass, it's gorgeous. From the front, kind of odd. I mean, it's got a disc tray of all things. But wow, this case looks really, really nice from that specific side. Oh no, it's not a disc tray. Whoops. It actually holds a USB-C and a couple of 3. USB 3.0 ports. Whoops. Spoke too soon on that one. It looks nice. I even like that like space gray color to it as well. There's also just like a satin black one that also looks pretty good, which I appreciate. LMYTV, thank you very much for that subscription over on YouTube. I very much appreciate it. I hope that you've been enjoying this live stream so far. And yeah, thank you so much. Would you rather have a nice setup with RGB but horrible performance, or an ugly setup with the best performance? An ugly setup with the best performance. Performance is always going to be more important. I have no problem to buy 1 TB HDD. Okay. Sample Trimax find, not hide. Oh, okay. Now that makes more sense. But either way, I think I knew what you meant. I just found I found someone in a game called HP Gamer HP. Oh. Does he want me to buy it? Maybe you should make him an offer that he cannot refuse. You can put in an ITX system too, so you can have a dual PC setup in the case. How big is this case exactly? Oh, it is like an actual full tower. I thought it was a mid tower. Cool. Okay, nice. I have a full tower myself, but I'm not making good use of all that space, admittedly. Admittedly, I could certainly do better when it comes to making use of that. Danny says hi. Hello, Danny. I hope that you're having a wonderful night so far. I'm getting it. Oh, nice. No, yeah, like this seems like an amazing buy, uh, quite honestly. And that anthracite gray color, or that space gray color, looks beautiful. Looks really nice. So I can vouch for it. You have my blessing. If it ever meant anything. So Danny, welcome to the live review of the AVerMedia live streamer mic 330. This is what this microphone sounds like without any kind of EQ. So this is what you can expect if you decide that you want to get this microphone at any point. What do you think of the Mackie EM91 USB microphone? I have never even heard of that microphone. I'm going on Amazon and checking it out now. Mackie. I've never even tested anything from Mackie, to be honest. So let me go ahead and take a look. Cool, he says. Did I find the right microphone? Mackie condenser microphone. Oh wow, like this looks like an XLR microphone, but no, it's a USB microphone. Huh. I mean, I never tried it out. I'd be open to it though. It's only 50 bucks, so like it's actually really cheap. I look forward to seeing what it's like. When I build my PC and get my setup, I plan on spending on stuff that I need and not buying overpriced PC headsets, my keyboards, etc. That is the best way to go, in my opinion. Yes, like try not to overspend on accessories and things like that, on peripherals. My friend has a Ryzen 9, but for his GPU is a 710. Seriously? He has a 710 with a Ryzen 9. If he can afford a Ryzen 9, well, maybe not nowadays, but like when he got himself that Ryzen 9, I'm pretty sure that he could have probably also afforded a GPU that that wouldn't throttle him. That's such an odd combination. They have an XLR version. Oh, snap. I would like to go ahead and check that out actually. I would personally have more interest on that one. Uh, since I mean like if I can find a great uh XLR microphone for like super cheap, I'm always down to taking a look at it. Gonna add this to the cart as well. We were looking at the Mackie EM91CU. Oh, it's just the C. No U. Okay. So how much is that one? Okay, it's only $10 more, actually, and you get it as an XLR microphone. That's a game changer for sure. I wonder if it comes with a shock mount as well, because if it does, then Jesus Christ, this seems like such an amazing value. I should review more microphones like that actually. Legend has it that RGB actually makes you a better gamer. I've heard about that legend as well, but I haven't had the time to read the scrolls that will lead me to truly figuring out the maximum potential of this whole thing. Who I am so sorry about that. Back to the pop filter. I really don't like this microphone at all. I miss I miss using my normal microphone. AVerMedia needs to make better microphones because this one, it's not even like a good first try. It's just like a bad attempt at one. The hardware is fantastic, but the sound really isn't. I want them to try again. I tried to stop them. Fair enough, fair enough. I, I just got the Solocast. I'm happy with it. Okay, sweet. The Solocast is a great microphone for the money. I think it is a great value. So I would say that you got yourself a good one in your hand. I personally believe most brands like Asus, Razer, Predator, etc. make overpriced accessories with features I wouldn't need while gaming. I mean, sure. I personally have a strong disdain towards Razer mice. I'm going to say sharks. Sharks, thank you so much for subscribing over on YouTube. I very much appreciate that. And I hope that you're enjoying this live stream if you're currently watching. So thank you. And sorry about the pop filter. But anyways, I was saying, I honestly hate for Razer mice. I think that Razer mice feel pretty cheap. So I don't like them personally. When it comes to Predator accessories, haven't really tried any. Asus accessories, I tested their headsets in the past. They're pretty good. And I've also tested what else from Asus? I mean, I tested a couple of laptops from theirs and things like that, but like nothing too, like not an actual peripheral, at least not a lot of them. So I'd buy from HyperX and MSI. HyperX is a pretty good brand when it comes to peripherals, for sure. I saw your Yeti X review. Well, how are you? I'll stop. Well, I very much hope that you enjoyed that review. And thanks for stopping by. I'm actually doing pretty alright tonight. How are you, though? How is your night going so far? And thank you for asking, by the way. Danny says, I don't want the XLR microphone because I don't have an interface for the XLR. That's totally fair. So the USB one will, like, you'll just have to make do with the USB one for now. Again, I don't know much about how the Mackie EM91CU sounds, unfortunately, because I've never tested it, but I would be very open to trying out the XLR version, actually. So thank you for letting me know about that. I mean, it's only 60 bucks, and it comes with a shock mount and the XLR cable, and it's gold plated. You can't say no to that. Should I order a cookie from Mr. Beast or PewDiePie? Try PewDiePie. Tanny says microphones. They're they're also kind of expensive. Yeah, 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 fair enough. Interfaces can be pretty expensive, especially if you want just a decent one. Once one of my friends bought a case thinking it was a PC. It's okay. We all learn. We've all bought things by mistake. Like one time I bought a set of cushions and it turned out that I only bought the cover for the cushions. And I was like, oh, well, that's unfortunate. I am watching. Oh, sweet. I'm happy to hear it. I'm fine. I'm currently using a USB mic that doesn't even exist on the internet, so I'm going to upgrade soon. Really? What's the name of this USB microphone, though? I'm very curious. Nerdcheck says, "A so excited for the giveaway." Uh, I'm guessing that you're referring to the giveaway of the XP Pen tablet, right? There are a couple of giveaways going on right now, so that's why I'm asking to verify. Have you heard of Rocat? No, actually, I have not. Tell me more. Thanks, Asani. Yes, you're very welcome. Give me your RTX for my kidney. No, I like my graphics card too much, but thanks for the offer. You can keep your kidney. M like maybe one day, like you could, uh, uh, I don't know, just like have it up there on apps like Robinhood so that people can invest into your kidney or something. The Behringer Euphoria is a great budget option for starter audio interface. Ooh, okay. Well, thanks for that recommendation. Apex 182. Oh, what's up with the Apex 182? Oh, oh right. That's the microphone. It has to exist somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Apex 182. What showed up, it's what were just a bunch of books. So what I'm going to do is actually search outside of Amazon and give that another go. Let's see what we can get. Uh, Apex. Wow. Wow. Hang on. Shopping. Wow. That's that's insane. There are no traces of it online. How? I mean, not that I can find like right now, but like not even Googling it. Jesus. The XP pen. Oh, I see. Yes, yes, indeed. That giveaway ends relatively soon. So yeah, I mean, like, best of luck to everybody who entered. The USB version comes with some audio software, I think. Oh, really? You see, now that is a step up from what a lot of companies do. So that's pretty good. Danny says, I have to go. Bye. Sure, sure thing, bud. Have a wonderful night. And thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it quite a bit. R Rocat makes keyboards and mice. Oh, I've never heard of them. Do you play Dual Links? I used to play Duel Links a couple of years ago, but I'm personally not really a fan of the format. I kind of prefer how the TCG plays, you know? So Duel Links not too fond of the game myself, but like I don't have anything against it either. Did you like the AMD FSR? Because it works on GTX 10 series and integrated Vega and Polaris RX 500 series. I mean, the deep learning super sampling is just for the RTX cards. I've never tried out AMD's FSR technology, so I don't really have any opinions on that at this time. You can watch on YouTube AMD FSR versus deep learning super sampling 2.0. Yeah, yeah, sure thing. I can go ahead and give that a watch at some point. Lol, I know, right? Indeed. You were not kidding. when you said that that microphone cannot be found anywhere. Man, I'm getting tired of having this pop filter up. I hate this microphone for what it's doing. Oh my goodness. Why is the AVerMedia live streamer mic 330 like this? Why does it sound like this? Like, can you guys deal with the plosives for the next like 20 minutes or so? Do you guys think that you can handle it? If not, then I'm gonna put this thing back up. It's fine. But just wondering. What USB mics have an EQ? Uh, so for when it comes to USB microphones, the vast majority of them are going to have software EQ. Microphones like the Blue Yeti and the Blue Yeti X and the Blue Yeti Nano all share uh, the same EQ software, which is called Blue Sherpa. So that's one of the few microphones that has it. I think that the Elgato Wave series also has it. Not entirely sure though. But yeah. The bonus is the FSR will work on the 1650 that will extend the laptop's life. Yeah, maybe so. Could end up being pretty good. You should make a pointless tech review on different price points, like a $100 light or something. I mean, yeah, sure. I guess I could probably do something like that at some point. However, my funds are running pretty low at the moment, so I do have to wait until I can do that. Everything Gaming says, I don't care. Okay, sure thing. I appreciate it. And thank you for actually answering, by the way. Blue Yeti, yep. Blue Yeti is exactly the one that would have an EQ. I can hold your Bob filter for a chicken for the 1 minute deal. No, I want my chicken. That chicken is mine. Would you rather have a bad camera or a bad mic? A bad camera. That's my answer. And I feel like it is a fairly obvious one as well. Because, like, generally speaking, I mean, like, uh, I could deal with having, well, like a phone for streaming or something like that. You know, but like right now, not even I can handle dealing with this microphone right now. Like this thing is just, it's surprising what they did. I have never ever tested a microphone that's this bad when it comes to plosives, to be honest. I would get a blue mic, but I don't know. I'm thinking of going the Samsung route. I'd only get the Nano for being small. Yeah, I mean Samsung is pretty great when it comes to their microphones, I would say. So why not? You know, no EQs with them as far as I'm aware, though. So keep that in mind. Setup tour when? Are you asking about like a live setup tour, perhaps? Will you be streaming tomorrow? No, I will not be streaming tomorrow. Let me look at my schedule though and let you know the next time that I'll be streaming. Um, it looks like the next time I will be streaming will be on the 11th, so on Friday. Uh, yep, and then again on the 12th. And then the next time after that will be the 15th, which will probably be, so sorry about that, which will probably be for uh, the Razer Siren Mini. But we'll see. However, the next time I stream will be on Friday. What's the most overrated tech company brand in your opinion? Overrated. Overrated. Um, man, that's tough actually. The most overrated brand. Man, that's tough. That is actually pretty tough. I mean, I guess that Apple would kind of fall into that category. Um, Sony would too, honestly, I think. Like when it comes to, like the PlayStation 5 and their cameras, I would say that they can be pretty overrated, but it's not like they don't deserve the rep that they have because both companies make very good products. Call me Mustafa. Right, right. I need to remember that. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. What webcam are you using? Actually, I'm going to give you a trick answer because technically I'm not using a webcam. I'm using a mirrorless camera, and the camera that I'm using is the Panasonic Lumix GX85. Fantastic camera. It can shoot in 4K, but obviously since I'm streaming, I don't need 4K whatsoever. Alien tech thingy PCs. Alien tech thingy PCs. Alienware. Yes, actually. Alienware could also fall into that. For me, it's Apple. I think that's totally reasonable. I don't think anyone would disagree with you on that one. Which is more underrated, HP or Dell or Lenovo? HP. I feel like HP is the most underrated one of the three because like Lenovo does get quite a bit of attention when it comes to their ThinkPads and when it comes to their gaming division as well. Same thing with Dell and their XPS series. However, like it seems like most people have kind of forgotten about the HP Spectre series of laptops. So I would say that HP is the most underrated one. It deserves more credit than it gets. Would you choose 4K webcam 30 FPS or normal 1080p 60 FPS DSLR? So when it comes to filming, honestly, like I would stick with the 4K, but it has to have a 24 FPS option because I don't shoot at 30 FPS. I shoot at 24. HP has nice deals like that 4600H laptop. Right, yeah, like that honestly seems like a pretty good value. So, yeah. And one of my first like premium laptops or ultrabooks was the HP Spectre 13-inch from back in 2016. Um, Fantastic laptop. It was so good. It was really good. Uh, it was for people who wanted a Windows laptop or needed a Windows laptop, but really wanted a MacBook Air at the time. Like they would just get the HP Spectre instead, and it was such an underrated laptop. Like that was back when I was working at Best Buy as well. Dell has great laptops too, though. They had, I mean, like the Dell XPS line is still alive and kicking pretty hard, so, congrats on them for that. You worked at Best Buy? I did, yeah. When I was 19, I used to work at Best Buy. I worked there for like I think 7 months. I I didn't stay there for too long. I heard Blue said you're their biggest fan. Well, tell them to take it back because that's not true. Uh, Unless he wants to send me products, then in that case, sure. I'll be their biggest fan. Big Dave, just stop by. What's up, man? Hey, man. How's it going? I hope that your night is going well. And thanks for stopping by the way. Jim Allen says, what's the difference between Asus ROG and Tough? I think it's just like a different division when it comes to the branding. I'm not exactly sure beyond that what the difference is between both naming conventions are, or like what separates them really. Blue said that they will make the Tech Summit Yeti. Honestly, I dig that. Like, give us a black and white Yeti that just says Tech Summit on it. Like that would be so cool. Going very good. Nice. Aesthetics and some VRM changes mostly. Oh, I see. I see. I mean, it seems like it has still been a pretty busy time, but pretty good not nonetheless, eh? I think HP makes good value products. Yes, I think so too. I mean, like I said, I really like their laptops. I like their monitors quite a bit too, actually. Especially if you're like on a budget. Guess who's back, back again, again. Trimax is back. Hello, Trimax. Like I found HP pre-built i5 10400F GTX 750 Super for 750 bucks. Yeah, I mean that's not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Sawatsky 11 says, "Is the Yeti worth the extra money?" I'm Sharks, but from Twitch. Oh, okay. Hello, Sharks from Twitch. Um, I would argue no. But one thing that they do offer that a lot of other uh, USB microphone manufacturers don't is that they have an EQ through Blue Sherpa. So, that's pretty hard to ignore because it means that you can customize the microphone to sound a lot better. But no matter what I do, I'm never really that happy, not that satisfied with the sound of a Blue Yeti. So I personally just wouldn't really recommend it over other options unless you really want the aesthetic of a Blue Yeti. I think that AVerMic sounds fine, honestly. I buy it. Really? Really? I mean, I'm glad that you feel that way, honestly. I've been hating on this microphone like for the past hour or so almost. So like I'm happy to see that somebody here likes it. Hopefully I can get my hands on the AVerMedia Nexus, which is their audio interface, and then I can hook this microphone up to that, and then hopefully we can have another rodeo with it, and then see if it improves the sound quality. But I feel like when it comes to plosives is really when it's having a tough time. Thoughts about Lenovo? I think that Lenovo laptops in particular um, are quite good. Like when it comes to their ThinkPads, they're not appealing laptops by any means, at least not in my opinion. But they tend to have great keyboards. The trackpads tend to be pretty solid too. Uh, the speakers are usually meh, but like they're meant to be business laptops and things like that. But they also tend to have pretty decent displays. Now, when it comes to their gaming division, they're not that great because sometimes they go very over the top with the aesthetics. Like, I do remember the Legion line of laptops. It wasn't really my favorite. Your opinion on NZXT? Uh, NZXT makes great cases, in my opinion. minus the H1, obviously. Even though now supposedly the issue has been fixed, but yeah, like I would say that it is that they make pretty awesome cases, honestly. I like them. For a setup, does it all have to be the same brand, like same monitor, headset, mic, keyboard, mice, etc.? No, absolutely not. Like you just have to make sure that they can work with one another, and that's really it. But it's certainly not brand dependent. At least usually it isn't. What is the Q Max? I think you mean Max Q laptop graphics card, like the 1650 Max Q. Um, I mean, I don't know what the Q stands for. However, well, like Max Q ultimately really just means that it is going to be like a watered down version of the mobile version of the GPU, and it's meant to be friendlier, like when it comes to thermals and things like that. And thank you so much for that follow, Mr. Zawatsky 11. Thank you so much for that. Trying to reach 500 followers by the end of July 15th. So I'm hoping for the best in that regard, and you just helped me get one step closer. So thank you so much for that. USB Mike King, G-Track Pro. Agreed. Agreed. Well, what editing software do you use? I use DaVinci Resolve 16. I haven't upgraded to 17, even though I should have done so a long time ago. But yeah, like I would say DaVinci Resolve. I love it way more than Premiere Pro. And I was editing on Premiere Pro for a few years, but I could not take the slowdowns. I could not take the extremely long render times. I could not take the constant crashing that I would get with Premiere Pro. So I transitioned over to DaVinci Resolve, and then on my tablet, on my iPad, I edit with Luna Fusion. Whenever that comes up, I mean Luma Fusion. Whenever I need to. HP deals are the best. That Pavilion 15 laptop is 4600H, which is better than the cheapest i7, which is $4,000. That's the cheapest 10750H laptop. Gotcha. Keyboard is a pass for me personally. My Lenovo G50's keyboard failed me 2 years in. Fair enough, buddy. Fair enough. I've never had a Lenovo keyboard per se. So yeah, like I don't really have that much experience when it comes to Lenovo peripherals, to be honest. Most of my experience actually comes from their laptops for me. What about their pre-builts? Are we still talking about NZXT or Lenovo? Sorry, I got a little bit lost there. Danny says, I like your editing style a lot. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that quite a bit. Thank you. It's taken some time to get used to kind of like what editing style would suit me, so yes. I appreciate it. Thank you. I don't know. I'm just scrolling polls. Oh, okay. Fair enough. YouTube polls are confusing. Are they? Why do you think so? My set is gonna have an MSI monitor, HyperX keyboard, HyperX mouse, HyperX mouse pad, HyperX headset, or a Philips headphone pair. A Philips pair of headphones, you meant to say. So hopefully they work. Yeah, totally. There shouldn't be any issues whatsoever there. Again, like it's not going to be brand dependent by any means. To Jam Allen, lots of rage. Quite lol. Oh, of rage quitting. Okay, got it. Rage quits. I see. NZXT. Okay, so when it comes to NZXT, I think that their pre-builds are also fine. Like, I don't really have an issue with them. If anything, like, I would probably say that pre-builds from NZXT would be pretty good. I mean, I haven't heard many horror stories regarding those, so, hey. Danny says, I use DaVinci Resolve 17 sometimes, and Filmora X. Ah, I see. Filmora X is from Wondershare, I believe. I find it so interesting that they make video editing software. I think it's so cool. I need to upgrade to DaVinci Resolve 17 personally. I do. I've just been like putting it off. And thank you so much for that subscription over on YouTube, Danny. I very much appreciate it. So thank you for that. Wow, a lot of new subscribers today for YouTube. That's awesome, guys. Like, thanks a lot. Yeah, I typed too fast on that sentence. Well, sorry. No worries. How come, can I never see you screaming or raging at all? Cause you're so calm. I'm also never. I mean, like, I hardly ever play games on stream too. But like, I mean, I curse from time to time. Like, if you want to hear me curse, I mean, usually what I just do is just like, if I want to complain about the weather, then like I would just press my bleep button and cover that up. But like when it comes to raging like that, The only moment where I would probably rage really hard in a video game is if I haven't saved my progress in a while and I lose all of that progress. That's when I would get really, like, really pissed off at a game. But otherwise, I tend to be pretty calm. At least I like to think that. Hey Tech, what camera are you using? So currently I'm using the Panasonic Lumix GX85. This is a mirrorless camera. It can shoot in 4K, but since I'm streaming, I only need it to do 1080p. And plus, since I have it on 1080p, it gives me a wider field of view as well. So yeah, and I have a 12 millimeter lens on that baby, on that bad boy. So that too. Do you think the H1 Mini pre-built will still catch on fire? Probably not. Probably not. At least I hope not. I will eat your cookie if I had one. If I had one, but I finished them yesterday. Do you know anything else Wondershare makes? Yeah, they make Wondershare Doctor Phone, which is actually going to be kind of like a software suite uh, that lets you like resolve any kind of mobile issues and things like that. Super useful tool. And they also have Wondershare Mobile Trans, which is another piece of software which is very good for handling like any kind of issues with your mobile device. But they both handle like different things. I mostly know this because I do freelance video editing for them, for the folks over at Wondershare. Would you play that? Oh, hang on a second. Spedboy TV has just subscribed on YouTube, so thank you so much for that subscription. If you're watching, I hope that you're enjoying this live stream so far. So thank you so much for that. Would you play that no copyright music I sent you on Discord for your videos? I think you only sent me one. I can't just have that one on repeat. However, like if you have a playlist or something, then like that'd be cool. I could play that. Blake Adelson, hello by the way. My Filmora 9 can't update to 10. Aw. Lol, I was scrolling now and found offer the same performance as the Pavilion 15, but the CPU is 10750H, lol, and for $1,200. What the heck? Wow, that's certainly one up in price. Wait, so do they sell cameras in 1080p? Yeah, they do have 1080p only cameras. I can't name any right off the bat, but they definitely have them. It's Acer Nitro 5. Oh wow, that's yeah, I'm not a fan of that price tag. What is your highest refresh rate monitor? That would be 144 hertz right here. I've had this monitor for 6 years now. No, 5 years actually. And it's been an absolute champ for the longest time. What is the best budget camera including camcorders? Don't know too much about camcorders. I personally tend to stay away from them. But when it comes to budget cameras, one of my favorites is always going to be the Panasonic Lumix G7. I still actually own that camera. It shoots in 4K and also in 1080p. It's got a flip out screen. And it's already got a relatively wide angle lens already. Like, it is just a pretty great deal on that camera, and you'll often find it used for pretty cheap with a lens. So yeah, like I would say the Panasonic Lumix G7 is like one of the best value cameras out there. Do you have a Discord server? Yes, I do actually. You're currently on Twitch, so let me go ahead and link you to the server from there. Da 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 dee da da. I'm going to invite people. Let me go ahead and place that over there. Over on Twitch. It says I'm live. So let me post this link. So there you go. That is the link to the Discord. Hope it works. By the way, I came here to say, bark, I shall disappear now. No worries, Dizzy YTT. Thanks for stopping by. But before I leave, for the webcam, try the Logitech Brio. I've heard of the Brio a lot. I might actually give it a go at some point. And for pre-builds, you can find some good ones on Lenovo. That is also true. You have to pay for the X version. Oh, I'm guessing he's referring to Filmora. Let's see. Can you send a link for one of their products? For Panasonic, you mean? Hey, alright. Carlos Duarte, thank you so much for that subscription over on YouTube. I very much appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much for that. And if you're watching, I hope that you're enjoying this live stream so far. And the answer is yes. I can certainly link you to it. Give me just 1 second. They often have like bundles on Amazon and things like that. So right here. I mean, like, granted, when it comes to cameras, I do consider $500 to be cheap, or at least like affordable or budget. Um, so here is the camera. However, my recommendation to you is honestly to see what you can find on eBay, unless you want it from Amazon specifically, or even from their shop. Man, okay, I have to go back to YouTube now and drop this link. Bruh, I found Dell G5 laptop besides the Nitro 5, but 1660 Ti with same price. Bruh, I mean that sounds better. 1660 Ti is a significant, more or less, improvement from the 1650 Super, you know? So when can I join the stream? That's actually a pretty good question. Oh, and by the way, I dropped the link to the Panasonic Lumix G7 on YouTube. And, we'll see, we'll see. It depends. Maybe we can have like a thoughtful conversation around tech or something along the lines at some point. So, like, we can talk about that. What mic review are you thinking of doing next? So the next microphone in line, according to my schedule, is actually going to be the Razer Siren Mini 1 year later analysis. And then after that, I don't have any other microphones in mind, actually. Not yet, at least. Really? I got it in December. Ooh. Oh, wait. I got a Canon Set 70D for 400 bucks. And I love it. Ah. So Canon is certainly going to be another great option. Okay, so let's go to Canadian Best Buy, or Best Buy Canada, to be more polite, or not polite, but just more accurate to the naming conventions. Okay, so right now I am looking at. Okay, so this one's $2,500, which means that in American currency, this would translate to quite a bit more. If I'm not mistaken, probably 3,200 or something along the lines. If it's showing me the Canadian pricing, but I'm not entirely sure. Asus ROG Strix G15DK. So this is a Ryzen 7 5800X 2TB hard drive, 512 gig SSD, 16 gigs of RAM, GeForce RTX 3070. Seems a little bit overpriced to me, to be honest. It looks pretty cool and all, but yeah, like, it seems a bit overpriced. I would say. Seems a little bit expensive for for the specs. Oh yeah, right. Yeah. I tend to forget, like when it comes to translating Canadian currency to American, it's actually the opposite. Like it's cheaper in American dollars. So if we're looking at this at 2,500 Canadian, then I think it would be somewhere around 1,900 probably. And if that's the case, then yes, like it is more nicely justified, I would say. At 16, I mean at around $1,900 US, $2,500 Canadian, I think it should be. I think that now the pricing makes a lot more sense. I apologize for that. Can you give me your chicken for my lamp? No, I want my chicken. I'll bully Firecat live. I see. Can I send you some mics? Yeah, probably. We can talk about that if you want. And also, have you chosen any headsets? I haven't yet. Um, I have I have some other priorities as to what I want to be able to review next. So I am holding that headset's video back for a little bit. Pranks, you looking for headsets? Typos are hard to read through. My bad. No worries. I looked on YouTube and there aren't any good vids on the Mackie EM91C. I'm not sure why it's made by some song producer company or something like that. Interesting. I mean I would like to give it a try considering how 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 cheap it is. 2,500 Canadian is like 2K US. Ah, you see, I was almost right. Like 19K. No, sorry, 1,900 or $2,000. Well, I gotta go, so have fun. No worries. Have a wonderful night, Dizzy YTT. My friend thought Corsair Obsidian Series 1000D Super Tower case was a PC and got it. Aww. Well, he can always buy the rest of the parts, right? $2,000 US is $2,421. Okay, gotcha. Alrighty. Well, thank you. I appreciate that exact conversion. But with that said, I believe that we have reached the end of this live review for the AVerMedia live streamer mic 330. My thoughts on this microphone so far are that this microphone handles plosives terribly. I don't think that it sounds really all that good. Unfortunately, though, the build is amazing. It's incredible. The shock mount is really good. There are a lot of great things about this microphone in terms of hardware. However, I can't really recommend it for the sound and too many plosives here. So, yeah, I don't exactly recommend it. Unless you like this microphone, then go ahead and go for it. But I don't really recommend it on my behalf. So with that said, yes, you guys, I am sorry. I'm sorry, but yeah, the time is up. Since it's only a microphone review today, so I'm going to be heading out. I've got some videos to edit, but no worries. I will be back live on Friday, so we'll be able to have more chats and more talks. I look forward to seeing all of you over there, of course, next time around. So I wish all of you a wonderful night, and I hope that you had fun during this live stream. So, with that said, to all of you, say my name, Mustafa. I hope I got it right. Mustafa. Have a good night, Mustafa. Big Dave, have a good night. Unstoppable Trimax, have a good night. Danny, have a good night. Ultra Pranks, have a good night. Dizzy YTT, even though you already left, have a good night either way. Zawatsky 11, even though you are uh Shax. Yes, Shax. Have a good night from both accounts. Blake Adelson, have a good night, even though that is Trimax, I believe. So yes, all of you who stopped by tonight, thank you so much for coming in and have a wonderful night. Enjoy.